Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Joyce, and in today's video I will be showing you how you can make some healthy corn tortillas. As you may know already, if you are a recurrent subscriber, I am from Mexico, but I'm living in Canada, so it's very difficult for us to find Mexican food here. So why I'm making this recipe? My sister used to tell me, well, you can find them at the store ready to go. Well, not in Canada. You can find some ingredients in very specific stores, like the maseca. You can find it at the superstore or Freshco, and sometimes they are just sold out, so it's better to make them at home with this situation. The other ingredients are very easy to find. If you have any issues finding any of the vegetables or the ingredients, just let me know and we will try to switch it up by another ingredient, but I'm pretty sure that you will be able to find all the ingredients. I suggest you get a tortilla press. You can find it online on Amazon. I will put the link on the description box below, but also you can use whatever tool you have. I will be showing you how you can make them with a baking sheet and some other pans to press over the tortilla, and you can use a roller as well. So let's get started.
You will need 2 cups of spinach, 1.5 or 2 cups of cauliflower. We're gonna need oats, but we're gonna be making it flour. I will show you how to do it in a bit. Then I use this sea salt, but you can use whatever you have for salt, and a pinch of baking powder. Also, you will need maseca flour or corn flour. This is the original, and it's very important because it's the main ingredient for the tortilla. You will also need a measuring cup. Also, a tortilla press is recommended but not indispensable, so I will show you how to do the tortillas without this. A high-speed blender. Use Vitamix, but it's not necessary. You can use whatever you have handy. And a food processor, or you can use also the coffee grinder, and this is for the flour, the oat flour that we are gonna make as well.
You can use the tortilla press. Like I said, I'm in Canada and I was able to find it, but I tried it first in a Mexican or Latin store, and then I went to Amazon. But in Amazon it was a little bit more expensive than my local Latin market. So I think that wherever you are, go first and check on your local Latin store, then you can go to Amazon and look for them there. You also will be needing some pans like this, just like this, or if you have like a comal, that will be great as well. Also, you will need a bowl, a big bowl, so you can knead the dough or your tortillas, okay?
Okay, so now let's put all the ingredients that I had, but the flours, on the blender. So it's the spinach, and then we will add the cauliflower and also the 2 cups of water. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention that before. You will need also 2 cups of water, and I will be showing that here. And here is the liquid that we are going to be using for our dough.
Now let's go for the dry ingredients.
First, we are going to need our oatmeal flour And for that, we're gonna be using around 1 cup, measuring cup of oats. These are old-fashioned oats, and we're gonna just grind them in either a food processor or a coffee grinder. We can have our oat flour. Here is the consistency that we should have. And here we have our oat flour. For our dough, we're going to need 1 cup of oat flour and 2 cups of maseca flour. We're gonna add some sea salt or whatever you're using. This one that I'm using, you can find it at Costco, and it has other spices as well, so it adds more flavor to your tortillas. Mix it up and we add a little bit of baking powder. Is when it starts getting interesting, because we are adding our powerful liquid with spinach and cauliflower. You have to be careful when you do this because you have to add it slowly so your dough isn't too sticky. If it is too sticky, then you will have to add more flour and the recipe will be a little bit different. So just be careful on how much liquid you add. Just add it slowly. You think that the consistency is the best, just start kneading with your hands and try to get it all together and see if you really need more liquid or not. Is a very important step of the recipe. I decided not to add speed to this part, just so you can see how the consistency should be here. You can see in this part I just know because it is all sticking together you don't need more liquid here. Okay, so we are going to leave that liquid out. It's time for you to start turning the heat on, so the comal or your pans are starting heating up. So now from our dough, we are going to be making these round little balls, and it depends on the size that you want your tortilla to be, but I prefer them to be like maybe of the size of the palm of my hand. So it's like maybe a small size, but I prefer them that way. And from this dough, I was able to make like around 31 tortillas. And well, the last time that I made tortillas, it was like 2 weeks ago, and I made them with the baking sheet, so it took me longer, but this time it is getting easier with this tortilla press. In order for you to start using the tortilla press, you need something that so the tortilla won't stick on the tortilla press. So I'm gonna be using this recyclable bag from where you buy your vegetables, and then I will be shaping it up so I can fit it on my tortilla press. You can try also using a parchment paper, but I'm not sure how it will work, but because I tried once and it didn't work that well. So our comal is ready. And now we're going to be using our tortilla press, and we're going to need a piece of the bag that we cut before in each of the sides, and then we're going to put a little bowl of the dough on the middle. You will press it really well and then open it really carefully and try that the bag doesn't stick together, so the tortilla won't be all stick in one of the bags. So here's how it turned out. Now you're gonna take the plastic bag off, and time to put it on our pans. Time for us to repeat the same process until we are done with our little balls of dough. Now you can see how they are cooking, and you can see them changing the texture. They don't have to be really cooked in their 100% if you are not gonna consume them right away. So you can try just to let them for a few seconds, like maybe 10 seconds each side, and they will be ready, but the heat has to be in medium heat so they can cook well. and then you can put them in a tortillero. I'm gonna show you how I was able to do them before I got the tortilla press, because the tortilla press I just got it like 1 week ago. So I used to use a baking sheet, but I put it on the other side, and then I will use a square baking recipient for cakes, and I will put my plastic in the baking sheet, and then I will put one of the little balls on my plastic bag, and on my other baking square I will put another piece of bag, and then I will press it with all my strength and try to come up with the best tortilla. Or because the weight wasn't enough or isn't enough, like in a tortilla press. The tortilla came out a little bit thicker than we really wanted, so I used to use a roller as well, so it will get thinner and bigger, like so. Just remember, not too thin, because then you won't be able to take it off the bags. It will stick. So you need to be careful with that. This is a tortillero, and this is from my hometown. This is how all my tortillas came out. And this tortillero is just to keep the tortillas warm.
Okay, the other thing is that for storing, you can pack them in packages in Ziploc bags, and you can do it like this and put them in the fridge, and they will last around 2 weeks. Okay, so you will be good for 2 weeks with these tortillas. And with this recipe, the quantity of the tortillas was 31 for me. So you can just try to do a little bit bigger maybe, or smaller, or whatever you prefer. But I think this is the right size. About the palm on my hand, and I don't know about you, but I like to trick my mind and think that I am eating more by eating 2 tortillas instead of 1. And with this recipe, you can count 2 tortillas per 1 portion of tortilla. Why? Because you're getting more fiber from the oats and from the vegetables. So that's why it's a healthy version from the corn tortillas, and you still are getting this flavor from the Mexican flavor from the maseca flour. If you are going to eat them like right away or during the same day, I suggest you get like a tortillero that is like this, and this is from my hometown, Monterrey. So these will help you keeping the tortillas warm as they are getting ready. Okay? So I hope you like this video, and if you do, please click on the like button and don't forget to subscribe. See you the next time. Bye bye.